Hello, Michael here. Looking today at Psalm 77 for a devotion. The psalm, which may be subtitled, In the Day of Trouble, I Seek the Lord. And we're focusing on verse 11 through to 15 for our exposition. Let's go ahead and read those 5 verses. Verse 11. I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember the wonders of old. Verse 12. I will meditate also of all thy work, and talk of thy doings. 13. Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? Verse 14. Thou art the God that doest wonders. Thou hast declared thy strength among the people. And verse 15. Thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph. Selah. And as we turn to the treasure of David for the exposition, let's go ahead and read verse 11 again. I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember thy wonders of old. Spurgeon exposits. I will remember the works of the Lord. Fly back, my soul, away from present turmoil, to the grandeurs of history, the sublime deeds of Jehovah, the Lord of hosts. For he is the same, and is ready even now to defend his servants as in days of yore. Surely I'll remember thy wonders of old. Whatever else may glide into oblivion, the marvelous works of the Lord in the ancient days must not be suffered to be forgotten. Memory is a fit handmaid for faith. When faith has its 7 years of famine, memory, like Joseph in Egypt, opens her granaries. And verse 12 it reads, I will meditate also of all thy work, and talk of thy doings. I will meditate also of all thy works. Sweet work to enter into Jehovah's work of grace, and there to lie down and ruminate, every thought being absorbed in the one precious subject. And talk of thy doings. It is well that the overflow of the mouth should indicate the good matter which fills the heart. Meditation makes rich talking. It is to be lamented that so much of the conversation of professors is utterly barren, because they take no time for contemplation. A meditative man should be a talker, otherwise he is a mental miser, a mill which grinds corn only for the miller. The subject of our meditation should be choice, and then our task will be edifying. If we meditate on folly and affect to speak wisdom, our double-mindedness will soon be known unto all men. Holy talk following up on meditation has a consoling power in it for ourselves as well as for those who listen. Hence its value in the connection in which we find it in this passage. Verse 13 that reads, Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary, or in holiness. In the holy place we understand our God, and rest assured that all his ways are just and right. When we cannot trace his way because it is in the sea, it is a rich consolation that we can trust it, for it is in holiness. We must have fellowship with holiness if we would understand the ways of God to man. He who would be wise must worship. The pure in heart shall see God, and pure worship is the way to the philosophy of providence. Who is so great a God as our God? In him the good and the great are blended. He surpasses in both. None can for a moment be compared with the mighty one of Israel. In verse 14, Thou art the God that doest wonders. Thou hast declared thy strength among thy people. Thou art the God that doest wonders. Thou alone art almighty. False gods are surrounded with the pretense of wonders, but you really work them. It is thy peculiar prerogative to work marvels. It is no new or strange thing with thee. It is according to thy wont and use. Herein is renewed reason for holy confidence. It would be a great wonder if we did not trust the wonder-working God. Thou hast declared thy strength among the people, not only Israel, but Egypt, Bashan, Edom, Philistia, and all the nations have seen Jehovah's power. It was no secret in the olden time, and to this day it is published abroad. God's providence and grace are both full of displays of his power. He is in the latter peculiarly conspicuous as mighty to save. Who will not be strong in faith when there is so strong an arm to lean upon? Shall our trust be doubtful when his power is beyond all question? My soul, see to it that these considerations banish thy mistrust. In verse 15, Thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph. Selah. Thou hast with thine arm redeemed thy people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph. All Israel, the 2 tribes of Joseph, as well as those which sprang from the other sons of Jacob, were brought out of Egypt by a display of divine power, which is here ascribed not to the hand but to the arm of the Lord, because it was the fullness of his might. Ancient believers were in the constant habit of referring to the wonders of the Red Sea, and we also can unite with them, taking care to add the song of the Lamb to that of Moses, the servant of God. The comfort derivable from such a meditation is obvious and abundant, for he who brought up his people from the house of bondage will continue to redeem and deliver till we come into the promised rest. Selah. Here we have another pause, preparatory to a final burst of song. Yes, when we think about the might of our God, any shadow of doubt that we have must surely soon dissolve. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.